Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance, get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the #1 YouTube spot in America. Guys, the song just starts on its own. What can I do? I can't even afford an engineer. This is wild life I'm living. All right, knuckleheads, listen up. It is the first day of November. Shout out to the Hosco, BeTheHos.com. All your apparel, use the discount code GameStop, and or buy your company shirts, your team shirts, your hats, your apparel, all custom made from Hosco, BeTheHos.com. They don't pay me. It ain't even like that. They're just GameStop supporters, so I support them. Shout out to Carter's Corner Pocket. If you guys do not know who that is, he's waiting for his rocket. Carter Corner Pocket. Carter's Corner Pocket is a YouTuber. You guys check him out. Dynamite_41. He's a YouTuber. Check him out. I'm Onaster. I don't know what he is. He's my dude. I don't know where he's at these days. Shout out to Stax. He actually, the first 2 songs of the show there, Stax is the motivator for that, or the influence for that. You know, I had never heard of the group called, what is it called? The Dip? I'd never heard of them. I know who the Alabama Shanks are, whoever, and I know some of the other groups that you guys all want to name, but I never heard of the Dip. So there you go. Be More is here. So Be More, better invest better. So BMORE, comma, invest better is a YouTuber as well. You can check her out. Be More, better invest. Thanks for coming to the show. I appreciate all the YouTubers coming to the show and checking us out and for what we do and the knowledge we bring. So tonight's the night. Tonight's the night that no other GameStop investors deserve other than us. So I'm just going to share it with you now. I have exclusive information that nobody shares. I have something that they don't have other than integrity, right? And a cult-like following. Get the hell out of here. Let me tell you guys something. Let me just give it to you right. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. We're going to go over GameStop tonight in detail. And I'm going to tell you why Wall Street has it all wrong, and we are absolutely 100% dead on the money. It's the nuts, babe. That's exactly what it is. You've got the winning hand, and no one can take it from you. And I can prove it. But more so than prove it, the part that really was catching me off guard, it's earnings week. If you guys know this, over 200 companies in the S&P announced their earnings this week. And it was all the big boys. 5 out of the 7 Mag 7 stocks. You saw all the big top liners like Apple go down. You saw Google go up. You saw Amazon go up. You saw Meta go down. And as I watch all these stocks fumble and mess around, I started looking at my own investment saying, well, just how great is GameStop? GameStop is beating the S&P 500, that index itself, the SPY, 2-1. GameStop is up 80% for the year, and S&P is up 40%. So we have the right investment this year, which is great. But like most investors will tell you, your portfolio doesn't just last 1 year. It literally is the culmination of everything you've done over the last decade, 5 years, 4 years, certainly if you haven't sold. But that's not how Wall Street rates companies. I was reading a headline. This is what triggered my brain to start thinking. I was reading a headline, and it was telling me that GameStop is projected to lose 23% of total revenue for this year. And the year following going to come all the way down below $4 billion of total profit, total revenue. not profit. I apologize for misspeaking. Some of you guys out there, you sticklers out there who make videos with edits and cuts. Not me. So they keep telling me GameStop's top line is shrinking. And I was just thinking, compared to what? Like, is a company like GameStop that sells $3 billion, right? I'm going to, mind you, they sell $4 to $5 billion right now. But let's just say if they sold $3 billion. If they sold $3 billion worth of product and their profit margins were increased because they're doing better business, and there's this equilibrium that they meet, right? This balance, this seesaw. They're like, you know what? We sell enough. We have enough SG&A lowered down. We actually make money profit based off of cost of goods, COGS itself. So somewhere in there is the flex. Where is it? And it looks like GameStop found it because they keep breaking even every quarter. Even on the quarters they're not supposed to break even. Looks like GameStop's supposed to lose money quarter 2, quarter 3. Certainly make 40% of their profit quarter 4. That's usually the way it works, right? 40% of their revenue at least, quarter 4. But I'm going to show you where I got the info and how my mind got triggered. And then I'm going to show you the answer to the quiz. So the next time, here's how it all works, guys. And I know I'm going in circles here, but it's okay because we're GameStop investors and sometimes you need to hear it twice. There are Wall Street analysts out there that cover stocks, that cover equities, and they cover these securities. And when they do that, they come out with an assumption off of what the stock will be worth. Okay? Now, if you guys have been here for 4 years, like most of us, you guys remember 3 years ago when every analyst suspended their covering of GameStop. And we're talking about industry-wide. It was a coup in Wall Street not to give guidance on GameStop, not to give projections, price targets, nothing whatsoever. Because one, GameStop warrants a correct price target because they have great credit rating, they have no debt, they have a fat balance sheet as far as cash. Their book value, every metric you want to measure, GameStop should be trading higher than what they currently are. And the way you beat the system, the way you beat the market is when these shorts and they manipulate the market, they manipulate the funds, they manipulate options, the price goes through the roof, and Roaring Kitty banks in on that. He cashes out on that. He's up to almost $500 million. Yes, $500 million, guys, from 53,000. But he's a genius. We get that part. But Roaring Kitty managed to go ahead and manipulate it and say, I'm going to make my money. Well, GameStop did the same thing. They diluted their float to those same said people that need to buy it at $20. See, the price and the value is there. GameStop is literally giving themselves value. So now I'm asking you, Wall Street, when do you guys step in and start giving GameStop the correct price target? The analyst rating. There's only one analyst out there that covers GameStop, and it's Wedbush. It's Michael Packer of Wedbush. Michael Packer of Wedbush, for the last 13 years, has wished death upon GameStop. He has said it's a digital world, it's nothing physical, and guess what? He's completely wrong. Because GameStop still makes a profit, GameStop's still stacking cash, and they are doing well in business. Extremely well, matter of fact. Killer quarter 3, by the way, from what I heard. From the district manager, from the store directors. They're busy, and I'll explain it to you in a minute. My recon is almost like the movie The Big Short. You know where they fly down to Florida and they go, let's talk to some people. Let's go to this housing convention. Who owns houses? They talk to strippers. They talk to, regular common day people. Well, what are you buying? How is this going? They're trying to get a feel for the market and what is it really a downfall? Is this really a bubble? I do the same thing. I travel all around America. Well, Southern California, Arizona, Nevada. I travel this corner of America. And I get to GameStop, and then I reach out to people online, and I hear feedback. And I say, oh, okay, that's what they're doing. That's why they're so successful. That's why they're going to be great. The culture's changing. And you hear it, and you feel it, and you see it. So when you canvas, and you crowdsource, you're going to get a really good answer for your investment. So now that we know analysts don't cover GameStop, and GameStop has a decline year over year, the headline is they're down. They're down on revenue. They're down on revenue. So the meltdown narrative is GameStop is losing top line. They're eventually going to go extinct because no one's going to shop there. It's just not true. It's not even possible. Gamers are born every day. But what's being adopted right now, I went and talked to 5 store managers. Mind you, I visit 10 in Vegas, but 5 store managers and one district manager for GameStop just in the past 2 weeks. I've talked to 6 people in leadership positions. You know what they said? All the same thing. We have a mass demand for grading PSA graded cards, for sending out cards for grading. We have a new customer. The minute they expanded their categories to include TGC cards, right, the trading gaming cards, and to trade sports cards, they have a new customer walking in asking for cards because the hobbyist, they know where to get their cards now. It's not just, Walmart. It's not just card shops. You can find it at GameStop. And as the word gets out, that's a new shopper. And that new shopper just doesn't buy video games. They don't just buy cards. They're not regulated to one product. There's impulse involved. There's, hey, maybe I should buy this for Christmas, or I should buy this for Black Friday so I get the sale now. Or how about the accessories to cards? How about the penny sleeves? How about the book itself and the pages for the back? Everything they do, there's an upsell there for you waiting to happen. More memberships. Because the minute you try to send out cards, guys, and you're not a GamePro member, you're paying shipping. You get free shipping when you're a GamePro member. You get $5 off a month off of whatever you buy. It's an easy sell, but all of this is true, okay? All of this is happening right now. And what's really happening is this market's resetting. I'm going to tell you how I know this. I was reading and watching what Carvana did. Carvana's stock shot up and went up 100% over the last couple of months. And off of earnings reports that state that they had an increase in revenue. Now, we all know that it's not really an increase. If you know Carvana's track record, if you look at macrotrends.com or if you look at stockanalysis.com, you can see Carvana's revenue go from 2021, 2022, way up here. It went down into 2023, and now it's coming back up. But now that it's coming back up, Wall Street gets to parade it around like it's the poster child for profit and for great investments. It says, it's up 20% year over year. Yeah, this year. But last year it was down 50%. Nobody cares. See, they all live in the moment because Wall Street is about investing for the year. Wall Street is about investing for the moment. Yeah, you know when you say, I'm early, or maybe we're just early. We're not wrong, but we're early. That's fine. For a lot of traders and a lot of people that need to show profit to investors, there are investments out there that people get. Thank you so much for all the support and love of the channel, guys. Appreciate you sharing. Appreciate you guys sending out the $5 super chats, whatever it is. Thank you, guys. But I want you guys to know this and remember this, okay? That there are people out there that are grading GameStop on a curve, a slanted curve. It's what are you doing for me today? What are you doing for me yesterday? Because if people really knew that their gross profit margin has increased, almost 2x, from 16% all the way up to 31%, if people really knew that, they don't because the top line revenue number. But I got something for you. It got me to thinking. I said, when is GameStop going to show an increase in profit? Actual top-line revenue, not an increase in profit, but how are they going to show an increase in top-line revenue? Because all it is decreases. But it's decreases in the world of like AMC. Okay? I'm going to explain it to you guys. AMC movie theaters in 2015 only operated 300 movie theaters, 350-something movie theaters. So do you know their total's not that great? They don't represent the addressable market cap of all domestic movie theaters. But the next year, they bought 1,000 dead movie theaters. Right? They had a total of 1,100 movie theaters in the next year. They paid billions to do it, but it doesn't matter because their revenue all of a sudden went from 2 billion to 5 billion. And that's all that Wall Street looked at. They said, hey, these guys are making $5 billion. It's an increase from 2 billion. And you're like, yeah, but they bought 800 dead movies. They don't care. They're just trying to spike a number for you. So I'm telling you this because GameStop still has room to fall down on revenue, on the top line. Maybe this year and next year as they continue to cut down to the nuts and bolts of what's needed. And a lot of that has to deal with technology. The omni-channel shopping and marketing of GameStop is going to dictate what stores stay open and what stores they close. But as people adopt the idea of traveling to the next GameStop and or adopting and using the online component, this will in turn turn around and bring them profit. They will turn the boat around. They'll touch down to $3.5 billion on total revenue. But I guarantee you they're going to make a profit off of that total. Because the smaller they get, the bigger they get. And when you get back down to the bottom and you reset your company the way it was supposed to expand and not oversaturate the market, not over, what they call overstored, where you buy more square footage than you need, when they figure out their leases, they figure out every component. And guys, we're talking about micro adjustments, minute adjustments. We're not talking about, they've got to cut out this many or that many. No, it's not like that anymore. They've been making changes, but I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something very sneaky. I hope you guys pay attention. Welcome to it. Remember, only GameStop cultists, GameStop diehards, GameStop, elitists, you know who you are. You're the only ones who deserve this info. I beg you not to try to explain this to people. The meltdown, they don't deserve this info, guys. They don't do the due diligence. They don't show up every day to the show like you guys do, or maybe they do, but they sure as hell don't do the homework you're about to do right now. I'm going to show you. Don't worry. I worked 11 hours today, got home, gave the wife some loving. She gave me some food. That's how it works, guys. We just snuggle. And then, I have a Coke Zero. How do I find the time to study? That's right. I don't sleep. Here we go. All right, GameStop. Currently trading all these cards right here on the website. Slabs galore. I'm looking for certain cards, guys. You guys know I bought a Kobe Bryant rookie card just a couple of days ago. I'm looking for the newest cards. Tom Brady reactive orange. I'll never buy that. Justin Herbert, most overrated quarterback currently in the AFC, West. But then Joe Burrow, trash. Okay, all these guys are here. All these new cards, cool. I saw a Wimby coming. 35.44 on the cards available to you. Cool. I just look at it, right? My position, let's give you an update. So my position right now in GameStop, over $20,000 invested. I have $22,341 invested into GameStop. Bought my one share today. Auto buy right there. Boom. Came in. I'll wait on it. I paid $22.41 or $22.23 actually. I think I bought the bottom today of the market. But GameStop's still looking healthy. My cost average is $24.75. So if anybody ever tells you that I'm upside down $50,000, they're crazy. I'm upside down $5,000. They're crazy. I'm short around $2,000 right now, which I'll get back once this stock starts moving in the right direction. Remember, I'm invested for a long time. I'm a decade investor, not a day trader. Very different. Now, when you go to this website here, it's called Stock Analyst. You guys can look at it. For the first time, GameStop posted a $10 billion market cap at the end of the week the first time in a long time. $10 billion is great. It really is. It's somewhere to start. But that's because the shares outstanding finally increased to the 446. That is the float of GameStop. I've been telling you it's 446. Nobody else wanted to tell you. Wall Street, everybody else, all these other companies, whatever it may be. When we look at finances, I want you to look at this. You go to annual. They won't give you the answer. It tells you if you want to 2015 here that you can't get that info unless you are part of the program you upgrade, right? Well, I'm not going to upgrade. But it shows you here that they're at $4.5 billion top line revenue. 6.5 at one point. So if you're comparing 2020 to now, it's going to be like GameStop's lost $2 billion in sales. They're a dying company. They're going nowhere. And the truth is, they've lost $2 billion in sales, but when you go down to operating income, they were negative 6.8 million then, they're positive 2.9 now. So to lose $2 billion of top line revenue and still show a profit, that should tell you something. That's the first thing. Just means you're running a better business. Now, as we go all the way down and we look at, we'll go to the next line actually, not this one. We'll go to balance sheet. During that time frame, they only had $499 million. They now have $4 billion. We know that that's 4.6 after they raised a couple of more dollars this quarter. So great on cash. They literally have 10x on cash. That should be talked about because all the money they're losing in sales, they're just hoarding the cash at that point. Inventory back then was around 859, 602, 915, and now 560. Now, although the ratio might not sound great on inventory itself, you got to remember a couple things. Trailing inventory is different than overall inventory for the year. This trailing inventory is an average, and it's gonna fluctuate based off of what they do quarter four. I've walked into my GameStops locally. There's 3 of them that I have around me. They're all stacked to the top. Talked to the district manager. She was out there trying to merchandise all the product. They have so much merchandise for the holidays. She goes, there's an influx, it's huge, and we're shopping. But she goes, we need all of it because these card buyers are coming in and buying cards and other things with it. So pretty dope. If you look at assets, guys, back then, 1.6 billion in total current assets, 2.8 billion in total assets. To go from 2.8 to still have the same amount of assets here kind of tells you that they're cash infused. And the cash infusion is investors. People want to be a part of this company. But all while paying liabilities. Back then, they owed $2 billion in liabilities. They only owe 1.1 in liabilities. So to go from having all of these liabilities of 2.2 billion to having no cash to pay them, they literally were at almost a 5x on cash versus what their liabilities are. They certainly have the cash now. They have 4 times the amount of cash as liabilities. They could never do that. They could never do it in the past. That just means you can't bankrupt this company. To give another example, shareholder equity. Shareholder equity was $611 million. It is now $4.3 billion. We know that number's gone up by $400 million by the money raised. So around $4.8 billion of shareholder equity. We're going to be pushing $5 billion, certainly after quarter four, because the cash is going to come rolling. All the profits are going to come rolling. It's going to look great. $5 billion for GameStop. I already told you how it's going to work. It's going to be amazing. Book value. Literally, we're sitting on 2.38. 1.67, we're now at $11 a share. I know it says 10.28, but it's actually 11. So all these numbers I'm showing you, mass improvements from the days of selling, okay? From the days of selling, $6.5 billion compared to $4.5 billion. So every metric is better. The balance sheet is extremely healthy compared to where it was previously on everything you want to measure. But yet the top line shrank $2 billion. Here's why I'm telling you all this. Because I said to myself, you know what, Marantz? What was the revenue the last time GameStop had 2,900 stores? What was the revenue the last time GameStop had 4,000 stores? You know, I ask you this because they never had this many stores. They've always been oversaturated, the market. It's like Subways. They just opened them up everywhere. What was the revenue? I tried to look it up. I couldn't, so I go to macro trends. I go to macro trends. They take me back all the way to 2009. I go to 2009, and it says $8.8 billion. $9 billion, $9 billion, $9 billion. I'm like, look at how fat this company was. It's 2 times more than what it is today. How could they lose so much top line? They must be a dying company. But you know what, guys? Whenever you can't find info on your company because the websites only take you back to 2009, which makes me really wonder, why do the websites not give you all the info? Why doesn't it take you back even further? Because they don't want you to know? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show you. Keep it simple, Carlos. You think it's boring? Maybe you're not invested enough. Hey, Carlos, this is why you failed in elementary school, middle school, and high school. Because I'm about to show you something that's very easy to read and understand. This is the fiscal year ending in 2006. Do you understand yet? 18 years ago, GameStop. This is the year GameStop transitioned and went from a small mom-and-pop company to a massive company. They increased and went all the way up to 4,400 stores nationwide. 4,400 stores. They comboed up. They bought out Electronic Boutique. They're here in front of you. They're already partnered up with the bookstore. And now as you go through, you look at the market cap, guys. The market cap, according to whatever, it's market search, whatever, the electronic industry was approximately 11.5 billion market in the United States in 2005. Of this 11.5, approximately 10.5 was attributed to video game products. How big is it now? How big is it now? That's what I ask you. But think about the addressable market cap of what they're saying and how much GameStop was doing. And here's why I tell you this. So as we roll down, and we're in 2006, guys, there's a reason why I'm showing you this. Right here. GameStop, we continue to open. We intend to continue to open up new stores. GameStop opened up 338 new stores in the fiscal year ended in 2005. And 221 new stores by 2026. They're opening up 500 stores in the one given year. As you keep going down, you keep reading, they can open up everything they want. I have the whole sheet here for you. Here are the amount of stores, amount of GameStops this year, right there in this year. 3,600. 3,624. That's the amount of GameStops happened in 2006. That is already 700 more than today. Okay? 700 more than today. Total stores, 4,400 compared to today. I think today's 40. I even have it for you. Today's total is 29, is 12, so it's going to be 41, right? 4,100. I'm not good at math. It's about 4,100. So 41 versus 44. They got about 300 more stores? Okay. Watch this. I'm just curious as to what the analysts say about this company and what the stock price might be. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Right here. So they anticipate having the 4490, later on negotiated. They're going to negotiate all these leases. They're in a good spot right here. But as you look at it, tells you what they were opening up. Italy, New Zealand, more distribution centers, a call center in Las Vegas, right? Everything they were doing before. Germany. Westchester, Pennsylvania, opened a corporate office building, 140,000 square feet. They're making moves, guys. As you read all that, here's the stock price. The high was $41.10 versus the low of $30. A flex of $10. You're going to look in here, third quarter, $10 difference. $12 difference. There's no real volatility within the stock itself. Although it's coming down and going up, however you want to look at it, that was 2005, 2004, it was down here at the bottom. It means it's raising up as they open up new stores. Remember, top line's coming in high. It's coming in hot. So the high, the low, high, the low. Nothing really crazy on the stock. Here's the part that I want you guys to understand. Total revenue. Total revenue for the year ending in 2006 with 4,400 stores. 300 more than what we have today. The total revenue was $3 billion. Wait, we're not up in arms? Oh, maybe it's inflation. Maybe product costs more now. Is that it? It did $3 billion. The previous year, guys, $1.8 billion. 1.5, 1.3. 1.1. So they were increasing year over year over year. But at what point do they tell you that $3 billion is a lot for the amount of stores they have, the 4,400 stores? Imagine your company goes from 2006 to 2022, 2024, 18 years later, and your revenue is up 50% over 18 years. Revenue's increasing 2 to 3% on average. That's a bad thing. You're just growth, 2%, 2%. But they didn't grow at 2%. They splashed the pot. But that's the actual average. But with less stores, more money. 4.5 billion is what they say they're coming in at. 4.7, 4.5. 4.5 next year, 4.8 this year. Who cares? They were at 3 billion. And everybody loved. They were the darlings. They were opening up more stores. This is the problem I have. Let's go ahead and look, guys. You guys got to study this So you understand, because we deal in worlds of percentages. So I'm going to talk to you more about percentages. GameStop currently has a gross profit margin, okay? Gross profit margin right now, today. They're not at 28%, but they will be. They just did 31% in the last quarter, 27 and 28 the quarters before that. So do you think they're going to be way up there? I think they are. Call me crazy. Crazy? So they had a net earnings of 3%, 3.3%. Operating earnings of 6.2%. 28% on gross profit. GameStop's beating that. I'm here for you. I'm here for you guys. It's going to be great. I looked at all of this. I saw what they were selling before. I read all of this today. And I said, really, $3 billion is what the world's all excited about. They're mad at you guys. They're mad at you guys because GameStop was making $192 million when they were selling $3 billion worth of merch. Hey, if GameStop's selling $3 billion worth of merch and they're making 192, apparently that's a great company. I've been looking at all the other companies. They're all doing the same thing. Abercrombie and Fitch, same numbers. But somewhere down this road, they're trying to tell you, GameStop making $6 million after transitioning and pivoting and pushing out private equity. They made $6 million last year. I know. It's not a lot. But they lost $500 million the year before. So what's the news and what am I telling you? Why are we talking about these numbers and why does it all make sense? Because $3 billion back then was enough. $3 billion was enough of a company for people to say, you know what? They're going to be great. I should invest. Because they did. Everybody jumped into this company. And that was the connection between electronics boutiques and Barnes & Noble and a small company called GameStop. And they took off. And they decided to open up 8,000 stores and saturate the market. Today, you and I, we're in this company here. And they're trying to tell me, they're trying to tell you that with less stores than what they had, GameStop's coming in on top line $5 billion, $4 billion. They came in at $5.2 billion. $5.2 billion on sales with the same amount of stores, less stores. $2 billion more dollars. I can't make it up. You'll see what I'm talking about, guys. You'll see what I'm talking about one day. One day soon. And it's going to be glorious. It's going to feel good. You're going to be like, wow, we did it. We understand. I hope you understand. And I realize there's increases on wages, there's increases on utilities and supplies and outside services and equipment. I understand all of that. But you have to understand GameStop has the best company going because Ryan Cohen literally has zero liabilities that he's playing up against. If you're a GameStop investor and Wall Street is telling you that $4 billion is not enough, $4.5 billion is not enough, top line's coming down, crumbling down, they don't understand what you're holding. They don't understand this business model. The truth is, you're probably peaking at 4.5. You're probably peaking at 5.2. That's a tremendous amount of money. What you guys don't know is what GameStop hides in their SG&A. I'm telling you because I'm reading it, I'm studying it. The cost of doing business and the percentages of it. And if you read the footnotes of the 10Qs and the 10Ks, it literally says it in there. I know. It's hard. It's hard for the meltdown to understand that part because there's so many CPAs out there that want to attack me. Marantz, it's not legal. It's not allowed. Go talk to NVIDIA. Don't talk to me. Go talk to Carvana. Don't talk to me. Go read what GameStop has served and what they've done. I'll be here. Yahoo Finance just released an article saying GameStop is a bargain at today's price. They're changing their views. Scary. How is it not a bargain? It literally trades at 2x book. There's not a profitable value stock that pays a dividend that trades at 2 times book. But Marantz, GameStop doesn't pay a dividend yet. If you're trying to buy a stock that pays a dividend, you're not that bright. You're already buying an inflated price. Try to buy the stocks that don't pay dividends that you know will. Manage the money. Read it. There's 3 things to do with money, guys. Mergers and acquisitions. We'll see if it costs you anything. 2, dividends and share buybacks. And 3, research and development. That's what you do with cash. I'll let you know what GameStop is going to do with theirs. Pay attention. You want to buy in while you can. Or at least that's what I'm doing. Guys, appreciate you guys and all the support and love of the channel. I'm going to go ahead and read some of these super chats. I'm going to read some of this info, everything you guys are writing. And if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the DMs right now or hit me up in the live chat. Over to you on TikTok, guys. If you guys don't know, it's really simple. My name is Marantz Rantz, and I have a channel, and it's on YouTube. So you can watch it here on TikTok. That's cool with me. But it's about GameStop, and GameStop's the best investment, period. And if anybody wants to challenge me, the mic's open. I'm going to open it up tonight, and I'm going to let anyone in here challenge me without try not to use derogatory language and or belittle people. That's not the way it works. If you're being rude, you're not gonna have a place to stand. Matter of fact, you're gonna be real lonely on the internet. That's just the way it's gonna go down. But live chat. There we go. And I'm gonna create the invite, and I'm gonna let you guys in. Okay. So there we go. So you're in. RTC detected. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. It says I'm invisible? Am I invisible? Oh, there we go. What the heck was that about? I have no idea. All right, here you guys go. So I'm going to pin it. If you guys want to talk to me tonight, you can. We're hanging out. And there you go. I posted it right now. And I'll pin it to the top of the chat. Don't worry about me. I might end up going out tonight. I don't know. I have blank amount of shares. That's cool. We all have 51 shares. It just works out that way. Good evening, Marantz. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to guys for all you that were praying for me yesterday and today. I had a really good day. And we got somebody in the chat that fast. Right now, X2O, and he's gone. What are all these noises? Is there any way I can stop the noises? I never had the noises before. What the hell are these noises, bro? Yeah, hide names, no. Edit channel. Live chat, we're good. We're good. Is there permissions, invites? Yeah, I don't know how to turn off the noises, but whatever, it's fine. You guys come in, you guys can talk to me. It's easy. All right, here we go. Back to you, cats. Let me know when Almo gets here. Almo Nestor, I got a song for Almo tonight. I found a song that I think he might like. I played music for Stacks when we started the show. But okay, let's just run that back, though, just so that you guys are clear what I'm saying to you. A lot of you guys, GameStop investors, know the channel, you know the show, you know the delivery, and you've been watching every episode. I have to remember that not everybody has. There's new people every day. And so the truth is GameStop was manipulated a long time ago. GameStop's been shorted. It's been attacked from within. You had 5 different CEOs in 6 years. You had so many private equity individuals that were on the board of directors making bad decisions for GameStop. And then, of course, the negative sentiment behind it. It's going down. It's digital. It's going bankrupt. Everybody's the next Blockbuster. Forget about GameStop. They do all of this just so that you won't buy it and you'll let it die. Sorry. It's never going to die. It's not possible. So it's immortal. It's inevitable. It's all the above. So that's just the nature of it. Now, what I was showing you was that top line revenue can keep come down every damn year. I don't care. They're not even at the level they were back in 2006, 2007, 2008, because in those years they had so much expansion, it disguised the true value of the stock and how the company should walk to the goal line. I'm telling you this because I've seen companies go very slow. take their time, have the 40-year plan, open up a store, wait, open up a store, wait. And they might even have accelerated parts and portions when other people can't compete, when interest rates are at an all-time low and it's at zero. There's a lot of reasons why you want to expand versus not to. Right now, because the Fed rate is so high, it's still over 5%. I don't care if the Fed cut rates. You have to think about Wednesday right now, guys. I try not to play around with macro tonight because I just want to talk GameStop. But without a doubt, things are coming into play. All right, company like Boeing. Boeing has had every misstep in the world, and what did they do? They dismantled the diversity and inclusion department, meaning no more DEI hires. They're literally going to hire the best person for the job, and that's the way it's going down. The other big news was mutual fund cash levels are at an all-time low. It's the lowest in the history of the market. What does that mean? I want people to know that there are educated people out there that are investing. The educated person is not buying the SPY. They are not buying 401k. They're not pouring into index funds. Nobody is. They're not buying blue chips. They're sitting on their cash. They're doing what Warren Buffett has been doing for the last year and a half. They're doing what most executives are doing when they're selling off positions to buy controlling stakes into other positions. And like GameStop, sitting on $5 billion cash means a lot. Because if you're buying the S&P, you're going to lose. You really are. I don't care if the average is 10 to 13% on the NASDAQ, on the S&P every year over the last decade. It wouldn't matter. You can beat it year versus year if you know how to read and if you understand markets. And right now, you're buying the top of something. You're buying the top of the world as far as I'm concerned. You know what's deflationary? It's going to be gold. It's going to be gold because 2,900, 2,800 an ounce is ridiculous when it was 1,900 an ounce just a year ago. To go up that fast, you're going up $1,000 off of two, so you're literally up 50% in 1 year. I've never seen gold go up that fast. So it can be fear, it can be doubt, and it can be, uncertainty. But for me, I'm going to buy GameStop. I'm just going to buy GameStop because a lot of these hedge funds and a lot of these market makers and money managers and GPs and LPs, these guys don't have a clue. The general partners don't have a clue about what GameStop really is. They all believe in themselves. They all, I wouldn't even be surprised if there's like this coup at Wall Street to say, nobody buying the GameStop. I don't want to see anybody splash it or go try to partner up because if you do, we're coming after you. Like they all lost already. They have completely lost on this investment, but they just aren't willing to admit it yet. And when they do admit it is when GameStop announces some crazy numbers, then they're all going to come rolling back in and try to catch it and do the FOMO crowd. You guys are all going to rake it in. Napoli, hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Unmute yourself and you can talk in the chat. What's up, bro? Let's see if they know how to unmute themselves. You just never know. Cool. The U.S. stocks now account for 49% of the total markets in the world. The last time it was at 50%, 49% of all stocks, it was 2000 dot-com bubble. So just know that that's coming. You also have Estee Lauder trading at an all-time low for the decade. Decade low for Estee Lauder. What does that mean? Whenever you see companies like Estee Lauder and or the other ones were the holdings group for like Victoria's Secret and all of those guys, right? All the luxury brands. Remember that luxury is pushed out by China. The Chinese dollar buys a lot of luxury, buys a lot of name brands. And right now, no one's buying anything. I don't know if it's uncertainties in the market, but or the election, they claim that's what it is. But, these luxury brands are coming out and they're losing really bad. Warren Buffett bought more of Sirius Radio. Let him. I don't care what he buys. At this point, that guy's, he's on his way out, then on his way in. So who knows what he's really looking at. AMD got wrecked. If you guys weren't watching, there's rumors out there that Elon Musk is going to buy DJT. I'll never touch DJT, and that rumor just might be a lie at this point. I leave it alone. Lumber hit the all-time high on commodities. They actually hit the highest they've had in like 6 months. So be careful. This is why you can't tell me people are building homes and people are buying homes. With the housing rate the way it is right now, you're looking at housing, I believe it's like 7.38, the highest it's been all year. And then lumber even goes up to all-time high. So it's really different. You have over 50% of the stocks in the S&P 500 trading below their 50-day moving average, meaning people are selling off. They're taking a bath right now, and when they're going to buy back in, I'll never know. I saw Nvidia did replace Intel on the Dow Jones. Cool, don't really care. And Jeff Bezos will sell $3 billion worth of Amazon shares. He's already sold over $10 billion this year. So who's buying Amazon? Okay, I want to tell you guys, when he's selling it, right, someone's buying it and it's at the top. Literally hit $200 today on Amazon. I wouldn't buy it, me personally. I'm not buying the top of anything. I leave it alone. I saw that SMCI kept going down. That's the the super microcomputers, the fourth largest supplier of NVIDIA's chips or buyer of chips from NVIDIA. And so for them to be the biggest, customer of NVIDIA, one of the biggest, and their auditors quit because of, lies or whatever they're doing, it's going to be a problem, okay, for the whole market. The thumbnail is fire. Trove keeps killing it. Thank you so much. Nice night stream. Thank you, man. Yeah, Trove is, you guys only see like a portion of what Trove does. Trove probably sends me 10 to 20 a day of thumbnails, and it's like it's a guilty pleasure for him. So I let him do it. And hey, I just thank him. I thank him in advance. He's a good ass dude. We educational cultists. I guess at the gym listening to Marantz Rantz. Thank you so much for that, Herbert Garcia. Listening to me at the gym means a lot because at least I'm in your ear, keeping you going. And I wish I could go to the gym, but I don't have the money or the time. I'll never go to the gym for money and time. What are we drinking, baby? What is this?
Your Red Bull stuff.
Oh, I'm exhausted. This will wake me up. Red Bull. What, Mom? It needs more Red Bull. Shit! I got it, babe. I'll tough that bad boy out. I got it. It's guys, this is some tasty ass shit right here. So in the chat right now, nobody. They just left. There we go. All right, guys. Woo, wifey's trying to get me there. Bros, no, wait. Guys, I've been up since 2 a.m. I slept 4 hours after Halloween, and I worked. I was on my feet with steel-toe shoes on for, I put on the shoes at 3, so from 3 to 3:30, so 12 and a half hours of just, aching feet. And the first thing I did when I walked in, I said, baby, can you rub my feet and rub my legs? She said, get the hell out of here. I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I ate some tamales and stuff because she has tamales. My wife makes tamales. I don't know if this is normal. Like, my wife would just be like, I'm going to make some tamales. Does anybody do that? Or is it just like a holiday thing? Like, my wife just does it. All right, whatever. She'll make the meat all day. Masa. I'm blessed. All right. Welcome to November. I'll be gone till November. Believe it or not, guys, it's going to be a very eventful November for me because you're going to get the most out of me. No vacation, no days off, nothing like that. I'm going to be on the show every day, killing this whole month. My schedule permits it that way. I'm going to be live Tuesday, twice on Tuesday. Election day. We're going to follow the election here on the channel. If you guys are not familiar, I'm a huge supporter of Donald J. Trump. And I don't mind saying it, and I don't mind showing it, because I'm a full-blooded American. Unlike the last previous elections where people were mute and nervous to tell people that they actually are MAGA and or that they support that candidate, not this time around, babe. I've seen so many people wearing hats and talking about it out loud, and you're not a villain. You're just an American, and that's the way it goes down. So shout out to the rest of you that are going to vote. However you vote, I won't feel a certain way about you. I'll just question your morals. That's it. No, you do what you want. My jam right there. Your jam right here. Oh, Marantz Rantz. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. There you go. Thank you for reporting for duty there. Be more, better, select. Got to do the end of the night reading and should be back in 30. Cool. Next week on Thursday, Toms of Important Earnings. Thursday, Toms of Important Earnings. I have to look at earrings. I don't know. I'd have to look at whatever the hell you're talking about. With the new Xbox consoles being digital only, is the beginning of the death at the GameStop when PlayStation and Nintendo eventually do too in time. Darth Incentilis, whatever your name is, bro. Okay. I just want you to know something, okay? There's no such thing as the death to GameStop, right? Like, software sales make up 30% of GameStop's revenue. There's still 70% of the $4 billion, right? So 45, just to give you an example, 4.5 billion times 70% would come out to, and I'm not good at math, but 6.3, yeah, is it 7 times 9, what, 56? So you're literally looking at around 30, 40, okay, 12, over 12 off of it. Oh my God. $3 billion? Like, I'm just doing quick math for you. $3 billion worth of sales with no games at all? Yeah, there's accessories, there's cards, there's PSA, there's a lot going on there. You
Hey,
just
what's
don't
up?
get
Can
to
you hear me?
that. I can hear you plain as day. What's going on, Phil? What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up? So, I just kind of have a question here. So, you seem to be quite a fan of GameStop, and heard you say that you're not really a fan of buying Amazon at its current valuation. I'm just trying to understand why, because to me, it seems like Amazon's a company that's far more a greater position for growth currently than GameStop. GameStop seems to be dying. The overall business, physical retail seems to be dying. Amazon overall, they seem better positioned, especially for future selling games, and as well as Sony and Microsoft trying to get out of GameStop, and it's really just quite confusing me as to why exactly you're buying GameStop right now, where GameStop currently, has a PE ratio of 170. They're only profitable due to their short-term income, which that could change, with the Fed cutting rate. Overall, it just doesn't really seem like a very healthy company. Ryan Cohen isn't giving any guidance in earnings calls, anything like that. Really, what you're getting quarter after quarter is a declining revenue, declining earnings. It really just seems like a company that's just kind of on the back foot and about, ready to go bankrupt at any moment.
Oh, wow. So, first, whenever we start a conversation, we say, "Hi, nice to meet you, Phil Spencer." Wow, what a name, fake name, but
Yeah,
um,
yeah, what's up?
no, it's fine. I mean, if you don't want to give out your real name, your real identity with all the info you're given, I mean, how do we give it merit, right? But
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
play with your stuff, um, all
Sure.
the info you're putting out. Okay, so let's talk it out. First,
Mhm.
how do you know Ryan Cohen? I'm just curious. Like, not
How do I
normal
know Ryan
people.
Cohen?
Like, normal people just don't shout out names of CEOs and board of directors, right?
Mhm.
Like, who's the board of director for
Well,
Amazon?
currently it's Andy Jassy.
Okay, so who else is on the
Yep.
board? Do you know everybody?
No, I mean, I don't know anybody besides that on the board for GameStop. I mean, I can tell you the CEOs of a few different companies, but
Right, but you don't know GameStop's board of directors.
no, I mean, overall, I'm sure you probably know more of the, super intricate details of their board or something.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to give you that, but I'm sure their board of directors, but that's not really, all that relevant, I would say, as to the overall financial direction of the company.
Sure. So how long you been investing?
How long have I been investing?
Yeah, how long you been an
A couple of
investor?
years.
Couple years?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So whenever you invest, right, you're entrusting the leadership team with your money. It has nothing to do with the business model. It has everything to do with the people that are managing your money. You have to trust them because if they're snakes
Right.
and or if they're crooks, like let's just say they're Bernie Madoff, you're gonna be like, why the hell am I investing money with this guy? He's my general partner, and he's gonna end up robbing me in the end. So we're literally limited partners with GameStop, putting money in on a publicly traded company. You invest in the publicly traded companies, the individuals that manage your money and the company's money matters. So for you to say it doesn't matter, I'm just curious. Like, you must not have this track record where you're doing the homework. But hey,
Well,
I'll leave it. Hey guys,
well, when you
listen.
say,
To
well,
each
when
his
you
own.
say when it doesn't matter, I'm just speaking more so as to knowing their names. Because currently, I mean, Ryan Cohen, I mean, he started Chewy. They sold it to PetSmart. He was never able to get it profitable recently. Chewy's current management, I believe, I want to say 2 quarters ago, they got Chewy profitable. Um,
I'm
a
just
lot of
curious
Ryan Cohen's
before
other,
you keep spitting out all the nonsense, right? The same playbook and the
yeah.
same what everybody says. These are all the same stories for the last 4 years. At what
Okay.
point would you acknowledge the fact that they weren't developing and or building Chewy for profit? They were building it to sell it. right? The infrastructure was being built. It wasn't yet to be profitable. The model's not there yet. We're giving you an unfinished product. You're going to pay for it. You pay a premium. You pay 3.2 billion, but not necessarily you're paying what the full potential of this company is. I can sell you an unmade
Sure, I
car.
mean,
You got to build it and you got to
sure, I
drive
mean,
it.
I'll definitely give you that. I mean,
So what I'm
sorry.
asking is, why do people keep judging Ryan Cohen based off of Chewy's profit when they were never built for profit? They were literally building for expansion. You know, the difference between companies that you invest in, like you keep naming Amazon, you know, a hyper
Mhm.
growth stock, and their multipliers are crazy because it's a Mag 7 stock, right? They carry the whole index, and you're going to compare a company like GameStop and say, why would you buy GameStop versus Amazon? Well, I'll tell you why. You're at the peak of Amazon. You're at the top of the market. You're 25 years into Amazon, and at this is running at this rate. But beyond that, Amazon's considered a growth stock. GameStop's considered a value stock. Totally different. There's so many different values here and so many different metrics that you measure value. So there's no way that I would buy in on Amazon when I can go over and look at GameStop and say, okay, what's your current ratio? My ratio is much higher at GameStop than it is at Amazon. My book value percentage of shares that I'm buying for GameStop has more net worth than Amazon. I'm not getting equity at Amazon. I'm getting hopes and wishes and dreams, and hopefully the leadership team takes me there. But a lot of factors come into it. You want to talk about interest rates dropping down? You want to talk about like overall recession setting in? That would have
Mhm.
more destruction onto Amazon than it would onto GameStop. That's the truth. And whoever just walked in, this is not a joint conversation, Ricky. I got to mute you because we're having a convo. Okay, there. Don't worry about Ricky. I'm not going to let you ride off into the sunset without answering all your questions because you literally said the playbook of what every meltdowner says about GameStop, and it's time for you guys to lose every argument because here's how you lose.
Okay.
What's the better
Can I ask
value?
you a question then, real quick?
Sure.
So, what would you use, I guess, to come to the conclusion that GameStop is a value company?
Well, let's see. They're not a growth company, right? They're downsizing.
Mhm.
Therefore, there's no growth. They're trying to transition and pivot. The best things about transition and pivot stocks and companies are if
Mhm.
you invest in them while they're pivoting and transitioning, that you're going to make money, right? You're going to be great. It's a great investment. But
Mhm.
the before Wall Street, you and your buddies, before you guys actually see where the stock is going to go, you guys won't bet on it. You don't have it in you to evaluate a company the right way. How could you not see the fact that GameStop has $5 billion in the bank and no debt, and yet they make a profit? You're going to tell me that the interest rates for marketable securities is going to affect the bottom line that much? They could be affected for the next 40 years and they still wouldn't go bankrupt. For you to use that title, they're going bankrupt. How? In the history of every single company in the world, no one has ever gone bankrupt with zero debt. Do it for me one more time. Name me a company that has gone bankrupt that has zero debt.
Well, I mean, that's a little bit on the spot, but I mean, here's I can't name you anything off the top of my head, but I mean,
It's
here's
not naming
here's
a
really
company.
the
It's a
the
rhetorical
one.
question. It's logic.
Well, I mean,
Logic in math.
here's the real long and short of it. So GameStop currently, as I've said, I mean, really anybody who's done any of the calculations can tell you that it's a vastly, vastly overvalued company. And their main business is essentially being they're a secondhand retailer to physical video games. So I mean, would you or would you not agree that physical video games are going by the wayside?
Would you not agree that physical
Because,
video
because,
games
because,
make up 30% of their revenue?
sure they would, but wouldn't you say
It's
that
not
that
even the
was a
number
bad
one
thing?
product they
I
sell.
mean, their revenue's been falling. Their revenue is falling quarter over quarter. They're closing stores. Really, the only type of growth thing that they really have, at least that I've seen,
Okay, this is
is
great.
basically their massive share dilutions in order to be able to get cash to keep
Okay.
themselves afloat, as well as to their collectible, which has mostly been flat.
Look, if you're just going to keep talking, because you just keep running, it's like a run on sentence, you make a point, then you let me address it. That's the way conversations work. So the first point that you're making is top line revenue is shrinking. Yeah, it's shrinking because they're becoming more nimble. They're cutting off the fat. In 2006, they had 4,400 stores and brought in $3 billion. They currently have 4,100 stores and they're bringing $4.5 billion. So I would tell you they're up 50% on top line revenue over the last 18 years. But no one's going to tell you this because they want to tell you your number. Your number is that they're shrinking revenue when the truth is they were overstored. They were overextended. That's what private equity does. When they get into your companies, they overstore you. They go and buy stuff you don't need. They expand, and they don't care because they're going to bankrupt you at the end. But guess what? It didn't work here. They didn't get to bankrupt GameStop, and they're never going bankrupt. Not by any metric. Where in the hell are they going bankrupt when they lost $500 million in 2022, and now they have a profit annually? How about they have a profit trailing 12? They're literally improving on every metric. I don't understand what you're saying right now.
Well, so again, it's not necessarily meant to be taken literally, but I mean, so they are.
No, when you make statements, they're literal. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So I mean, their highest revenue that they've ever had, at least from what I've been able to see here, is 2016. It's basically been in decline again. I mean, their physical games are going down. You're saying that it's a value company and they're closing down stores, they're shrinking. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you just want to agree to disagree, but to me, I'm really just absolutely baffled as to how you would choose GameStop over a company like Amazon or even just a basic S&P 500 fund.
Okay, well, go ahead and look at GameStop annually this year. They're already trading at 80% increase this year.
Yeah, that's because of Keith Gill.
You can say is it because of Keith Gill?
Sure.
Okay, so the stock went from 10 to 20.
Do they have to where it would pop as much as it does? We both know that it's entirely due to Keith Gill. Yeah.
Okay, so let's think about this for a second because you need to eliminate your idea that it's Keith Gill. Okay, now let's just look at the merit of the company. The company went from having $1 billion and a book value of $4 a share to $5 billion and a book value of $11 a share. So do you understand why the stock is up?
Why it's up? Well, I mean, I would say that it's incredibly overvalued still. I mean,
for a company to be 2 times book is overvalued?
Not in that sense, but I mean,
no, not in that sense. No, that doesn't make any sense to me. You know, when you buy shareholder equity, you know this thing, right? You take assets minus liabilities. It says shareholder equity, literally shareholder equity. Like by definition, how much of that company is yours? Tell me what company trades at 50% book. 2x book.
Okay, yeah, so their price to book currently is 2.2.
What are you doing?
Okay.
What are you doing? You're not listening? Yeah. I don't need you to question my numbers. I am GameStop. I know every damn number at the top of my head. I study this every day. You don't. This is why you're wrong. Fine. You come in with the narrative like you know.
Let's talk about it. This is why you're going to continue to lose thousands of dollars.
How am I losing thousands of dollars? No one's
down
losing
$3,000 currently.
$2,000, and my net worth is over 7 figures, and you're going to tell me I'm down $2,000. You're a joke. You're a joke. You don't know me.
That's not an argument.
You don't know me. $2,000. I shit $2,000 when I want to. But beyond that, think about this for a second. Okay? Beyond that, let's talk about it in a different way. Let's talk about GameStop and the growth and the avenues that they can make money. Their partnership with PSA Graded Cards is a service that beats out PSA Direct. It generates what we call the CAC, the customer acquisition. It costs nothing to bring a customer to their store now. They have an attraction to you, and it's graded cards, it's Pokemon cards, it's baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, combat sports, soccer, everything you want to name. But beyond just that, they also have a thing called the Raptor 8, where the technology is laced with GameStop co-branded, where you get to hook up your phone like the PlayStation backbone. It's the same thing. That's getting released. How about the CandyCon connection that they're doing? There's so many other products they're doing and revenue streams where they're making minute changes, and their gross profit margin has increased from 16% in 2022 all the way to 31% this quarter. That is outstanding. That's better than 2016. So when you tell me a number, don't tell me. It's like, this is what I don't understand about you guys. It's like you guys were never an athlete, or you guys never try to get in shape. You know, you run to lose weight. And as you lose weight, you get faster, you get stronger. Then you find that sweet spot. I can be this much pounds, I can run this fast, and I can be this strong. When you find that sweet spot, that's where you do all your energy. That's where you do all the lovemaking you want to do in your years. You're going to look the best in the mirror. You take the picture. What do you think GameStop's doing? They're getting in shape, babe. They're turning the ship around. They're doing the right thing when no one's watching. And because Ryan Cohen doesn't talk to the public, and because stock analysts won't cover this stock, what's your narrative? You have yours. And yours is wrong. You're incorrect. You know what's the best part about you being wrong? If you were right, Meltdown, if you were right, Phil, You would have been right 4 years ago. You would have been right 3 years ago. You would have been right 2 years ago. You would have been right last year. You would have been right last night, but you're completely wrong. And you're never going to win this fight. Never. Where's your position? What do you own, and why are you talking?
Are you fighting against Ken Griffin?
No. Who the hell cares about Ken Griffin? I'm fighting against a balance sheet. You know, you guys, you see, this is what I'm telling you. You don't know about PRs, huh? You know, when I do a lap and I go, you know what, 55 seconds. You know what I'm going to do? Tomorrow I'm going to go 54. I'm going to try for one more second to my own. You know, last night I bought 2 shares. Tonight I bought 1. Tomorrow I'm going to buy none because the market's closed. But come Monday, I'll buy another. And I'll keep buying, and I'll keep buying, and I'll keep buying. It'll keep growing. And I'm going to own the whole company. And when I tell you I'm going to own the whole company, because I got 12,000 people that watch this show, and you know what they own? GameStop. You know what they do? They buy 1 share a day too. We're eventually going to have more than 12,000. We're going to have 13. We're going to have 14. We're going to have 15. We're going to have 16. And it's guys like you that fuel this flame for me. This is why I wake up every day. When I have guys like you, jokers like you, come in with bullshit, nothing to back what you're saying. How about this? Say something factual, and then we'll go ahead and look back at it, and we'll pull it all out right now. Say a fact for me about GameStop. Not just how you feel about digital. Tell me a fact, and then we'll talk.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty much indisputable that their business is shrinking. I mean, sure, you can say that they're pivoting to, you know, PSA grading cards or whatnot.
Business is shrinking.
I mean,
Stop,
overall,
stop. You said business is shrinking. They make more money per store this year than they did 2 years ago. Top line revenue
that's fine.
down.
Where's the revenue?
No, exactly. Did you not hear? It's more money per store, i.e. per capita, however you want to call it out. They're literally making more dollars per man hour. Why? What kind of business do you run? Do you run a business? I'm trying to help you. They used to do $6.5 billion worth of top line revenue in 2020. And then you think about the profit that they made. They actually lost $2 million for the year. They are making $4 billion this year, and they've made $2 million. So a swing of 8 in 5 years. Yeah, after all the bullshit they've been put through, after all the dragging through the mud, and you want to say it's roaring kitty. That's who moves this stock. You're a joke. This is laughable.
Okay. If you want to say that them
buy
shrinking stores is indicative of an incredibly strong company, fundamentally speaking, I mean, all right, I guess we can disagree, but, you know, I wouldn't say that a company where the vast majority of their sales are from their physical, you know, stores.
Can I ask you
closing
something?
Stores,
Why do all you
decline in
guys?
revenue.
No. I have a question for you. Why do all you guys talk the same? All you guys it's like you have a pitch. Like you're trying to sell me on something. Rather than just talking to me like man to man, like, hey, bro, this is what I got going on. This is what I see. No, you don't talk that way. You speak in your language that you think that people don't. I'm smarter than you. You just don't know that yet. But you're going to figure it out. But here's the best part about it all, okay? When you look at GameStop and you see it from a value perspective, why wouldn't I want to buy this stock right now at the all-time low of $20? They got $5 billion in the bank. What other company could I buy right now?
Because I don't think that their business fundamentally is worth anywhere near $20 billion. Or what's their market cap?
10 billion. Do your homework before you walk in here. 10 billion. You don't think it's worth 10 billion?
So I mean,
they have 5 billion cash.
I don't think it's worth 5 billion, no.
They have 5 billion cash.
Sure, they have 5 billion in cash, but where's the other 5 billion coming from? I don't think that they're actually.
I don't think you understand how cash works. Okay, so cash is worth what? I'll give you the, like, think about this. I mean, you seem to be somewhat intelligent. So let's think about it. If I had $5 billion in the bank, how much money is the bank going to loan me? What am I worth to the bank? What am I good for? Is that I only get the money that I have in the bank? Is that it? The value of me is just the cash.
You can get more.
That's my point. You can get more. So what's the value of $5 billion cash? You are ridiculous, man. It's like when you talk, you think everyone's elementary. And no. It is elementary, though, my dear Watson. It really is. GameStop has value beyond belief. It really does. And the fact that you guys have to come in here and try to convince people that it doesn't, don't worry. I'm here all week. I'm here all year. I'm here the rest of your life. I'll outlive you on this investment, and it's going to be great. And you're not on this side of the table. But you will. You'll FOMO into it. You'll chase it down when the metrics measure where you want. You start talking PE ratios. They're still transitioning. They're still pivoting. And when they show you the profit, like they're going to show you $200 to $300 million this quarter 4 coming up. They're going to show you $5 billion in the bank. You're still going to have to say, oh, but they're not good because you're paid to do it.
I'm not paid at all. I
Then
wish
why
I
do you
were
come?
paid by Ken Griffin or any of the other
No,
meltdown people, but I'm
don't
not.
throw
I
out
just think it's a
nonsense names.
fundamentally terrible company.
Don't throw out nonsense names. Tell us who you are and what you do for a living.
Who am I and what do I do for a living? Well,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
currently I'm just going to college and I like investing in
Oh
stocks on the side.
wow. So you're really not
Yeah.
educated.
Well, that's not really an argument. I mean,
Yeah, you're
I
going
mean,
to
if you want to make a you're
college.
not educated argument, I mean, you try to
You're
use the,
paying for something
argument
that's
from
free.
authority,
You're paying for something
who
that's
are you
free.
paying? What do you mean I'm paying for something that's free?
Let me tell you something. If you had all the answers and you were so smart right now, like you're so smug and everything, we would be watching you.
Well, I mean, maybe I should make a show on why GameStop is a
Yeah,
terrible company. I don't
go
know.
for
Maybe
it.
I'd make a bunch of money doing it.
Go for it. No one's gonna watch. Why do you think they
Okay.
watch me? You ever ask yourself that?
Because you're in a cult? Maybe.
I'm in a cult. Where'd you
Yeah,
get that?
maybe you're
Now,
in a
where'd that
cult. I
come
don't know.
from? Where'd that come from? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, I think that's basically indisputable.
How's that indisputable?
Well, I mean, go on Superstock or GME or really anything, and you get banned for having a disagreeing opinion that GameStop is a fundamentally bad company in comparison to the thousands of other stocks that you could potentially buy, such as, for example, Amazon or,
Well, and so I want to buy Amazon at the all-time high of $200 a share.
Well, you're assuming that Amazon will never increase in price ever again. You're assuming that Amazon is at the absolute top of its
Well,
game,
you're
that they
assuming that
will
Amazon's
never
going to go to
grow
what?
revenue.
Amazon's going to go to $400 a share?
Sure,
That's
I mean, it
100%
could.
it.
I mean,
When?
Amazon just yesterday,
When?
or 2 days ago released their, what
I'm
was it? What
familiar
are you
with their
looking at
earnings.
here?
I'm familiar.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, they grew revenue by 11%. How much did GameStop grow revenue by?
They're
Oh, wait, they
not a
lost.
growth company. This is crazy,
Yeah,
man.
and I'm
It's like
telling
you're
you that
deaf, dumb, and blind.
it's a terribly value company. You're not. It's an incredibly poor value play, is what I'm saying.
Incredibly poor value play. So a
Yeah, of course it
pivot
is.
and transition, right? A pivot and transition investment. I think you should study that and see when
Okay.
you should invest and why you should invest and what's the story. The narrative is the leadership first. Then it becomes, the balance sheet and the income statement. But in this case, GameStop has zero cash burn. They have no debt and they make money. So I'm trying to figure what the hell you're talking about.
So I mean, that's great. I mean, if they do eventually, pivot and they do have, great online sales and they do bring in a bunch of people from PSA, I mean, that's great. But where they're at right now, I mean, again, I've said it a few times. It's kind of beating a dead horse a little bit. But again, I mean,
Where they're at right now is $5 billion
they're
in the
closing
bank and
stores.
$300 million.
They're
$300
The only
million.
reason they have $5 billion in cash is for dilution of shareholders. It's not through actual
Oh, hold on,
income.
Stop that, because there's another thing. The only reason they have $5 billion is because of dilution of shareholders. That is not true. Yeah, let me explain
Okay,
it to you.
They raised shares, whatever. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
they didn't actually, create it through actual operational profit.
Nobody does. Let me tell you something, all right? And it's in the words of Elon Musk. It's easier to raise money than make money. And I'll tell you something, okay? They wouldn't have $5 billion if they ran their company wrong. They would raise money and then have to spend it and pay it in covenants and interest. And it doesn't work that way for them, or under covenant requirements. But it doesn't work that way for them because they actually have the money and they're able to save the money and sit on it, not like AMC when they're actually diluting their actual investors. It's not the same. And what you're saying right now is that GameStop only has cash because of their investors. No, they have cash because people want to invest. That's one thing. Wall Street came to the table and bought up $3 billion worth of shares. Not me. We're already in it. We've been in it. But beyond that, for them to still have the cash and not burn it tells you it's a great company. It's run the right way. I don't understand why you don't understand that. Let me see Amazon raise some funds right now. Let's put their money on the table. Let's see anyone in the Mag 7 put their stock up for sale and see if they could do it. They can't. You guys don't understand. People are smart. You're not. But there's people out there that are smart that understand that I don't need to buy something at the top tick. And you want me to buy something at the top tick because of their growth. Mega cappers, mega growth companies, all that crap that you're trying to buy right now, you're buying the peak of the market. And when it resets and it adjusts, you're going to remember my name. But there's a reason why I have the show and you don't. I want to appreciate you and the time. I gave you so much time and you said nothing in between. Do you have any parting words you want to say on the way out the door?
Not really. I mean, I guess one final thing is, your whole argument, I guess, essentially hinges on the fact that they're able to turn it around and they're able to go, eventually transition into some semblance of a growth company. Um, so I mean, if you want to think that, I guess that's fine, but they
So
don't.
let's do this for a second, okay?
Mhm.
So three ways you spend money, right? Research and development, mergers and acquisitions, or share buybacks and dividends. So looks like GameStop's going to go the share buyback dividend route. That's the first thing. So when value hits this stock, right? Not growth. When value hits the stock, and you guys all come chasing it, doesn't make you wonder why everyone's still
Well,
in it and
wouldn't
no
you
one's
want
selling?
them to actually invest in the company first to actually start gaining growth rather than initiating
No,
a dividend?
no, I don't want. I
Oh,
don't want
okay.
to see growth at all. I don't want to see growth at all. I just want them to be what they are because I want them to be a different business. I want them to be my business, not yours. But you know what's the craziest part? You want them to do what Wall Street wants them to do. And Ryan's not doing what Wall Street wants him to do. He's doing what he needs to do. There's a big difference here. The reason why you don't know the game plan and why the rest of the stock analysts can't give it a buy rating is because they refuse to cover it. It's a coup. You want to talk about a cult? How about the cult to hate the stock? All of you guys that show up every night, watch the show, and say, you know what, Marantz, it's a terrible investment. Really? You think it's a terrible investment? Most of us are green or really close. I was up 100% just 3 months ago. Didn't sell at all. Almost 200%. Didn't sell at all. You know what I did? I sat back and I said, I'm going to buy more because I know what this company is going to be 10 years from now. But that transition is really happening and you're not going to be a part of it. And I'm happy about that. Last thing before you leave, I'm going to give you this opportunity like I do to every single meltdowner. All right? Would you like to turn on your camera, say your name and what you do for a living?
No, I don't give out my information over the
I didn't
internet.
think so. I didn't think so. That's the
That's
difference between
what,
guys
yeah.
like me and guys like you. You're afraid. You're afraid to stand behind the merit of your own words, and that's okay. There's cowards out there every day, and you're one of them. Enjoy it. Have a great
That's not
night.
an argument. Enjoy
If
losing your
it's,
money on GameStop.
I
It's not a
don't mind.
value
Well,
company.
enjoy overpaying for a damn education that you can get right here for free. Thank you. All right. Well, didn't convince me. Sorry. And for those of you that came into the chat and I muted you, come back in and I'll bring you right back in. Okay? So we're cool. Mark Vadden says, fill the coffers. My advice in general is when the market is good, raise a bunch of money and then don't spend it too fast. Thank you. Thank you. And it's going good. GME, zero long-term debt with almost $5 billion in the bank. Year-over-year profitable, 2 years. GameStop financials up 629% total this quarter alone, and year-over-year 233%. Earnings per share increased 512%. I rest my case. Thank you so much for that. Anybody else want to come to the chat and challenge it? You guys can. I'll be right here. I'm gonna play a song. Is my guy ready yet? Will you buy your hats, Marantz? The red one. This one here, Make Politicians Afraid Again. I didn't buy it. It was given to me. I have Drill Baby Drill. I bought that one. Doesn't matter. These prices will matter sooner than later. Clock is ticking. You lost, period. Absolutely. They all lost, bro. Are they sending a college kid? This guy hasn't invested long enough. He hasn't been through enough swings to know what we're talking about. I told you guys, this investment is not for the weak. This investment is for really educated people on markets and investing and value. And there you go. Agree with Wall Street being a cult, all while trying to put the label on their opposition. Exactly. He's probably on Tinder. Ooh, guys, come on. No, he's the type of guy that wears T-shirts when he swims. I know guys like this. I can hear it through the mic. Why do these meltdowners even care what GameStop investors do? Yeah, not Tinder. He's most likely on Backpage. That's too much, bro. I just want to say GameStop feels sleek now, and I'm excited about Pivot. Marantz, I have a college degree, and I want to go toe-to-toe with you. Carlos, come on down. I'll feed you your lunch, bro. Let me know. Doesn't matter what topic we talk on. You know, at some point, you college grads, you're going to realize experience trumps everything you do. All right, you can do all the engineering school you want. I'll go ahead and take stacks. You can do all the math in the world and come at me about technology. I'll take Kyoto. You can tell me about engineering and plumbing and housing and electric, and I'm going to go ahead and take Rubin. You can tell me about how you do physical security and you know about, perimeter checks and everything because you took a law enforcement class and you went to school for criminal justice, and guess what? I'm going to take Almo. I'm just letting you know, bros. Experience trumps all. This dude's been here before. I remember his voice. Who knows? Ask him what his YouTube channel is called. Oh, yeah. Hold up. We lost? The only correct thing you said, the board of directors. Yes, Martin. Oh, I don't know. Marantz let him short GameStop. Sure. Brick by brick. What weirdo spends his free time working on memes? Exactly. Show his face. This dude wants to hide. Show who he is. Yeah, Jesse. Jesse, if you come back to the chat, I'll unmute you. I just muted everybody just so I could focus. So I apologize to you guys. You know who you are. There was 2 of you guys in there. So sorry. Well, Cohen did well on Bed Bath & Beyond and left retail biting the dust. See you around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Carlos, are you serious, Carlos? Carlos, you really want this? Carlos, come on down to the Discord. Click on the link, Carlos. I'll wait for you. If this guy doesn't believe in GameStop, why is he even wasting his time and trying so hard? Exactly. 9 to the front, 6 to the rear. Hey, everybody, does this dude have meow? I can't read it like that. GME is undervalued. 0 debt, 4.5 billion cash on hand. More than that, don't worry. We'll be great. I love this Colt, and we love our leader. It's Colt 51, Colt 45, and 2 zigzags. I don't know. I hear Martin sniffs bus seats, bro. That's too much, bro. The CEO of Amazon sold today a lot. The former CEO did. Yeah, they all did. Or maybe he did too. Who knows? Kick this guy out. Great to be in the Colt. Thank you so much. The average company is like 4 to 5x on book. Thank you, Stacks, if not more. Have you seen more F around and find out? Keep going. Don't listen to the trolls. He's not allowed to go short. He works for Big Kenny. Yeah, and you see, it's things like that. Is it King Griffin? Is it King Griffin? It's like they do that so that you keep that narrative going. I already told you guys, it's not that way. They want you to say all these things. Roy and Kitty definitely moved the stock to a degree. You can't ignore that. The GameStop would have moved no matter what. Maybe not the same degree, but it still would have moved. No chicken nugget. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You put them in front, and then they do it that way. He said 4.6 billion. He doesn't understand what I mean by 5 billion. I'm already projecting for Q4, bro. This guy would disagree with physics. Yes. Does this clown not know that Roy and Kitty is even more invested because of Ryan Cohen? Yep, he works for Citadel. I wouldn't doubt it. Improper valuation. Yeah, oh, that's what it is. I love this channel, and whoever owns this man on the phone, please claim him and take him away already. Thank you so much, Sharon. Sharon's the best, bro. Gamers are born every day and will never stop until they have a game. Yep. The guy thinks we talk about Moas and King Griffin and Citadel stuff here, like the AMC fools. Exactly. Oh, well, guys, I'll beat him in everything. I'll beat him in every single argument. It does not matter. I want fireworks. Where's the cat? Tell him it's a war against the hedge funds. He'll probably play his Motley Fool subscription. Yeah. I can't say that one, Sergio C. So I appreciate you though. Keith Gill is great, but once an investor, and too many who believe will support and literally will never give up or leave. GameStop is here to stay. Period. You're not down unless you sell. There you go, Jimmy. I'm kind of baffled how he found his way on here on a Friday night. I'm not baffled. Tony De Niro says the real book value of GameStop is about $12. Sure, Carlos, it sounds great. So why wouldn't you buy it? Stores are shrinking, but mostly mall stores. This guy might sound like a weasel, but GameStop Unk looked like a fish. What? This guy isn't listening at all. Correct. He argues like Martin. This is Martin. Oh, you guys know? I don't know. Sounds like Martin Scarelli. Oh, it's not Martin Scarelli. That wasn't Martin Scarelli. This guy votes too much, guys. Bed Bath & Beyond was very little debt, but still went bankrupt, and that's a different story. Bed Bath & Beyond had $3.3 billion of debt. What the hell are you talking about no debt? Chicken Nugget, get out of PPC's channel, bro. You got to stop this. Educate yourself. It's gross, man. Why will support Amazon that closed local stores and jobs? I remember Town's only jobs was Amazon. Marantz is literally tossing this guy around like the Hulk did Loki in Stark Tower. Yeah, we know. You can't beat me at that. It's fun, guys. I almost said it was Martin. Huh? It sounds like him kind of. I don't know. Board of directors is fine detail. I hope Amazon gets unionized. Well, there you go. Doesn't give me his plans because he's a few hundo into a multi-billion-dollar company. Exactly. Is Michael Pachter using voice changer? This guy sounds like he's reading a script. Exactly. And yes, I know where he was. I know where he's from. I know where he goes to school. I didn't call any of that out. You guys know it's the same story every time. Break Boss here. Break Boss is here. Oh, is that Break Boss? My bad, bro. I'm over here on YouTube, man. I do my show on YouTube. Break Boss is a bunch of weak-ass dudes. If you guys don't know who they are, they're on TikTok. They sell cards. and we open the packs. We hang out with them every now and then. But they're a bunch of Yankee fans, bros. Break Boss, bunch of Yankee fans, and I was giving it to them. I was giving them that Freddie Freeman 5-finger slap because Freddie Freeman is number 5, and he hit 4 home runs, and he's just in the 5th inning. They're just killing it. Not saying that you are, but welcome to the channel. Marantz gives out real info in DD. Correct. Welcome to it. Not bragging. I just think GameStop will change my life. I agree. We are the American flag emoji from Roy and Kitty. Cool. I'll take that. Well, yeah. I know Roy and Kitty watches the show. I'll put it that way. Damn, there's a lot of chat there. Sorry, guys. All right, back to you guys. Sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat. Marantz Rant will convert peeps to GameStop. We do our best. People just got to watch. That's it. Another meltdowner. Beat up. Break Boss here. Let's have him go, Marantz. Madden Mobile Goat. Mr. Break Boss over here. Hey, guys. Break Boss, like I told you guys, weak ass Yankee fans, bro. Yo, bro, I'm the Red Sox fan. I was with you. Okay, F the Yankees, baby. Well, there you go. All right, I'll take it. Hey, my guys on Break Boss, if you guys, I opened up some packs, Break Boss. Check them out. I got that Brock Bowers on red on Don Russ. Thing's worth about like $20 raw. I got to get it graded. The other cards that I have out here, I got the, is it Carter, Aaron Carter? Evan Carter, rookie card on Topps. And those are the Cosmic cards right there. I got Corey Seager in the Cosmos. I got Bijan Robinson in my house. There it is. I got a rookie card here. And you know what I got? I got Will Anderson Jr. On the holo right there. Bro, the real shit, if you guys know. Michael Vick on Stars. That's me. Robert Brooks on Stars. And then I got Javonte Williams autograph. I got his autograph right there on the autograph series. And I got Rome Unduze on the Bomb Squad, on the Don Russ too, on the Bomb Squad, which is cool. I don't know. I got Will Levis on base. Will Levis on base. This is all my recent packs that I was just doing right now. Guys, I opened up a lot of packs of cards. I got all the score cards. You guys know I got those autograph cards out of Score. I got all the rookie cards. You guys don't know I have a package over here for Carter's Corner Pocket. So, Carter's Corner Pocket, I got, I look at how many Commander cards I got for him. I got Mark Ripken, Steven Davis. I got Terry McLaurin. I'm going to be sending these off for her. Bobby Wagner, Clinton Portis, Doug Williams, whatever. But here's all the rookie cards of your boy Jaden Daniels. I got him 5 Jaden Daniels rookie cards that I'm going to be sending him right now that I popped open when I was doing my boxes. So he's definitely going to get all that, get sent to him. I gave my nephew last night all these Shohei Ohtani cards. I gave him everything, bro. It was crazy. I had Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani. I had everything. And then I got a box of cards over here. All the score. They're not score cards. I just hold them in there. But I got a whole bunch of cards here that I was opening up packs. I just opened up packs of, like right here. Look at this. I got the Vinny Testaverde on Legends on Don Russ. So what I did was I bought that pack from Costco. It's like $52, and everybody's buying it for $100 online or $150, and it's $52 a card, but they're hard to find. So that's what I did. I bought one of those, and I went for it. So got a lot. I got a lot more that I got to put into the penny sleeves. But I only buy penny sleeves at GameStop. You guys know I only shop at GameStop. So I got all the Optic. I was looking for a downtown, so I went for it. I got a lot of Optic. I got Cosmo. I got the Cosmo cards too still, Topps Cosmos. So a lot of Optic that I was going through. And then, of course, all the scorecards that I was going through. But I went to the world's largest indoor swap meet in Vegas called Fantastic, and I found a whole pack of Skybox. Opened up Skybox 1990, the inaugural edition, and I was looking for certain people, and there I found Robert Parrish, Dumar, Vlade Divac, Dan Marley, Tyrone Bogues, Muggsy Bogues, Dennis Rodman. I was looking for a certain card. I was actually looking for Michael Jordan or David Robinson on that. But I just keep shopping. You guys know I look for cards everywhere. I have all the Lorcana cards, if you guys don't know. What downtown did I hit? I hit the Michael Penix Jr. rookie card, the big one, and then I gave it to my nephew last night on trick-or-treating. So check this out. Last night was fun, right? So you guys all know what happened at my house. If you guys watch the channel, I posted the video where everyone on my street was coming running to my house because I was giving out Pokemon cards. I was giving out packs of Pokemon cards for Halloween instead of candy. and I'm promoting. I'm like, hey, I got this at GameStop. Here you guys go. Boom, boom, boom. And so then the kids start coming back, and they start telling their friends. And then the shit was just a party outside my house. And I'm just like, okay, guys, look, I only have so many packs. I'll give them to you. But then my nephew walked up, and I knew it was him, but he was hiding behind a Spider-Man mask, right? And there was like 3 Spider-Mans. And I go, hey, you guys know the meme where Spider-Man's pointing at each other? They're like, yeah. I go, that's this right here. And I go, hey, you know what? You look like a special Spider-Man. I got something for you. And I gave him my big old book with all the pages of sleeves of all my baseball cards, guys, of everything that I've been saving. And I gave him the whole book. You're special. And I gave him the whole book. I gave him a Troy Aikman rookie card off of Pro Set 89. Boom, gave him the rookie card. And then I ordered my brother-in-law the Kobe Bryant rookie card from GameStop.com, right? And so I'm like, that's coming in the mail, so I'm ready to give it to him. But I go, hey, I got something for you. And then my wife, she spoils the whole damn thing. She like walks out there, the whole crowd, and she goes, you're an idiot. She goes like that, like, because basically I was making all the other kids jealous because I'm giving this one kid all these cards, right? Like he's, oh, look at what he's getting. And then she goes, it's his nephew. It's his nephew. I'm like, man, I had it going, bro. I had him thinking. And then I let him take him home. I let him have him. I did. And he's 9 years old. And his dad was like, are you really letting him keep him? I said, yeah, bro, you can have them all. I don't care. I don't need them. You guys know I don't need them because here's the thing. I'm going to buy more. I'm going to buy more cards. I still got a whole GameStop bag full of cards of everything I bought just the last month. I was buying hundreds. I have them all, guys. So I'm just going to keep going. But it was fun. How come they don't have palm cards? I don't know. But that's sick. Yeah. So here's the other part that I want to tell you guys about this show, about this story here with us. You guys are familiar with the Raptor 8. If you guys are not familiar with the Raptor 8, it's a product from GameStop, co-branded. It is where you can plug in your cell phone. It's going to make your cell phone into like a Nintendo Switch, basically. So it's almost like, do I have a Switch back here? I think it's right here. So pretend, of course I have a Nintendo Switch. So, I bought my son the new controller, the whatever one. This is the $200 controller. I don't know about it. He wanted one. So, here it is, right? So here's the Nintendo Switch. But imagine this being your cell phone, and you can put your cell phone, and then you can plug into the Raptor 8. Now, PlayStation already has something like that. It's called a Backbone. And the PlayStation Backbone came out last year during Christmas, but it only plugs into iPhones. This Raptor 8 plugs into all phones, and it's specifically made by GameStop. It's co-branded by GameStop. So it just got released. It's in the mail. It's already coming to me from the suppliers of the show, from the donators of the show, from the sponsors of the show. I can't be more happy. I just want to say thank you to you guys in advance for sending me products and the way you guys do and all the stuff. All I do is street giveaways. You guys know this. I do them once a month on average. We try to get out there to the street and give them to the kids and give them out. We gave out Pokemon cards. We give out, football cards. We give out GameStop T-shirts. We gave out GameStop gift cards. We've given out actual PlayStation 5 games and 4 games. Gave out a Caitlin Clark PSA 10 rated Bowman first card, edition card. Gave that out. That's worth a couple $100. Gave that out on Santa Monica Pier. We've given out Victor Wemby's, right? So Wemby rookie cards. We've given out over 7 of them that I've opened up in packs, and we gave them away raw. They weren't graded. One was graded, PSA 10, but we gave them all away on the show, right? We gave a Michael Jordan 1991 Upper Deck card, rated PSA 9. I get them from GameStop, right? So we give away all these gifts. You guys ready for the next giveaway, where it's going down and what's happening? We're ready. Make the announcement tonight with you, the channel. We've already done Palm Springs, California Street Fair, where there's a couple thousand people. You guys saw that first video. If you guys ever want to watch these videos, they're on the YouTube website, Marantz Rantz. It's on my YouTube channel. It's under a playlist called Street Interviews. So we did Palm Springs, California. We did the aerial tram up on Mount San Jacinto, the Santa Rosa Mountains, the top of the mountain. We went up the aerial tram, interviewed people up at the top of the mountain, came down, did the rest of the Palm Springs area strip. We did Santa Monica Pier, which was packed full of people, all of Santa Monica. We also did Vegas. We did Fremont Street in Vegas. Additional interviews we did was at the front row card show in Vegas at the Rio just last month, 3 weeks ago, actually, 2 weeks ago. And we filmed that where I was talking to every single card table about GameStop and the partnership with PSA and how they can get their cards graded at PSA and why it's better to do it at GameStop and why it's more cost efficient and it's just more friendly. Like if I want one card that I want to get graded, if there's that one card I want to get graded, like I do Brock Bowers, or Javante, a signature card, but really I want to get the Brock Bowers card rated, right? So all I have to do is go down there, take it to GameStop, and get it graded. This card right here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do it, and I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. So get the card graded, and I just pay a one-time fee. I pay the $20, whatever it costs, $19.99, no shipping because I'm a pro member, and it's going to come back to me, and it's awesome. Right? Everybody wants to eliminate the middleman if you want to get your cards graded. A lot of people don't want to do it themselves because it's hard, or you're not comfortable doing it. Let GameStop do it for you. That's the way it works out. So I was doing all the work. I was doing everything, and I loved it. So I hope people understand. And so what are we doing next? December 8th and 9th. I believe those are the dates. I have to perfect the dates right now. But me and my film crew, and we'll be hitting the street. We're gonna have all the gifts in tow. I will be giving away a Raptor 8 to the crowd, to the kids, whoever it is. I'm going to give away one Raptor 8 to this channel. So we'll do a spinning the wheel here on the channel. You guys know the way it works. Kyoto punches in names. We spin the wheel. We're going to give away one here on the channel, and I will mail it to you for free. As you guys know, we've given away an Oculus 2 here, MetaQuest Oculus 2. We've given away a Switch. We've given away thousands of dollars worth of gift cards here. So it's on the up and up. When you win, and I send it to you, and I'm sure people will attest to that who've been with us for the last 4 years. So now we have a Raptor 8, one of the sponsors of the show. Went ahead and sent me a lot. I don't want to give out too many names. Thank you with the Pokemon cards. Yeah, we give away over 120 packs of Pokemon cards last night right here at my house. So it was pretty fun. But we're going to be at the Tamale Festival. It is the National Tamale Festival for the United States. It's in Indio, California. Thousands of people, 30,000, 20,000 people go for the tamales. And we're going to be walking the streets of the Tamale Festival and handing out gifts and prizes from GameStop, from the channel. And I've met some of you at the Tamale Festival. Believe it or not, I met DJ at the Tamale Festival for the first time. So that was fun. We are one super chat away from our goal. The goal is to have 10 super chats of $5 or more. And the idea is that you have an AMA. You guys can ask me anything you want. We have 10 new members to the channel, which is pretty cool considering Sharon posted that and donated to the channel for memberships. If you guys don't know, a membership for the channel gives you the members-only videos. Those member-only videos are behind-the-scenes videos. I wanted to do more in Vegas, but I actually made it all public. I didn't want to do anything private because I don't really like doing private videos. So just you buying the membership, oh my God, you guys came through already that fast. That's crazy. So thank you again for supporting the channel the way you do. For those of you that are getting the free memberships, congratulations. But we've been a part of this channel, the crew. There's 12,000 of us that are GameStop investors, and they've been with me for almost 4 years. So yeah, we're real about this investment. We're real about this life. And like the last guy who couldn't hold, he couldn't hold a conversation about it because he doesn't understand the metrics. He doesn't understand the business model. He only understands what he's taught. When you go to school, guys, they're going to teach you a way to be safe. They're going to teach you a way to invest the way they want you to. PE ratios, earnings per share, and of course, revenue, top line if it's growing. It's my birthday month. Yes, it is my birthday month. Outspending Plute. There you go, Trove. Trove coming in with the 2 pounds. I never want to see a super chat from Trove ever again. Are we at the eyes yet? Is T plus 5 done? T plus 35. Carlos, I don't care about T plus 35. See, all the stuff you guys read and care about, like market mechanics and people guessing these trends and, the cycles, I don't care about that at all. All I care about is the fundamentals of the company. I care about the till, the balance sheet. I do just as much shopping in the store as I do investing in the company. I want this company to survive and do well, and they're doing extremely well. But the only way I can gauge my investment is if I'm there in person. And so I go in person and I see it for myself. If it was a ghost town, if people weren't shopping, if merch wasn't moving, if the clearance section was massive, I'd be like, oh, this is not looking good for me. But it's looking great for me, and I understand it. So that's the way it goes. Damn, y'all quick with the happy birthday, Marantz. Yeah, so my birthday's not until the 14th. And I have this idea that GameStop is going to take off in price from now to the 14th. I would say the 15th of November. That's my plan on seeing the stock. and I'm shooting for it. I'm guessing it. And another one, Vincey. If you don't know Vincey, bro, Vincey's the actual truth around here. Imhotep, bro. I haven't seen him in a while. You know, Imhotep. He's part of the 51 crew. If you guys don't know, we're the 51 crew because we only own 51 shares. I'm behind the stream. Phil guy is embarrassing. Yes, he is. Obviously, gaming. Yes. Thank you so much for supporting the channel there. Imhotep, that's your first super chat ever, bro. Guys, Imhotep won the Oculus 3 years ago. Did you not? Am I right on that? I'm trying to remember, bro. I'm pretty sure he won the Oculus. And you know what he did with it? If you guys don't know, he was watching some corn on there. I don't know what he was doing. He was watching farmers. That's what I meant to say. So I said corn. I didn't say anything else. But yeah, just want to say thank you to you guys supporting the channel the way you guys do. Now that we've broken and we hit the quota or whatever, yeah, see, he won it. Didn't I send it to you? That's what I should say. Didn't I say a full-on Oculus? Yeah. I never want to see a super chat from Trove, and I'll tell you why. Trove helps out this channel just like damn Jay does. Jay's crazy, bro. But Trove helps out this channel with his ability to create thumbnails and artwork and banners and marketing. He literally has my branding for my channel, my name, the color scheme, the text, he runs everything by me. He throws it at me, but he does a tremendous job, and he deserves all the credit in the world. And I told the Real DMT when he made the song for the channel, you know, our theme song, I literally was like, bro, I wish I could pay you. I wish I could, but you know, this guy's all the way out in the UK, and he's helping out the channel the way he does. So I just want to thank him in advance. But yes, achievement is there. He achieved the goal, bro. I didn't even know it does like a celebration. That's pretty wild. But that's cool. But yeah, Trove's awesome. And so's the Real DMT. All right, is Almo here yet, guys? Did anybody call up Almo, wake his ass up? Almo works tonight. If you guys don't know, Almo's my alarm clock. That fool called me at 2 a.m. this morning. I was super stressed about my day, and my day went really well. It went well because God has a plan. God has a way of calming you down and taking care of all ends. So as much as I was on the fence about today and I needed prayers, it just worked out the way it does. If you guys don't want to believe in a higher spirit, that's on you. Just know he believes in you, okay? It really works out that way for me. If you've ever gone hungry, let me know. If you ever didn't eat, let me know. If you've survived 100% of your worst days, let me know. Because that should tell you something. Just know that. Marantz, I understand your point of view, but do you think Keith will play an important role in GameStop, or do you think he's just a troll? I don't think he's any of that, Carlos. I don't know what to think on him. I don't have an opinion on him as a person. And to call someone a troll, that's not fair. I think Keith Gill is protecting himself, his investment. It's a scary world to be worth $1 trillion based off an investment, or $1 billion based off an investment you make. And you know, all the lights and cameras are on him when every time he speaks and he talks and he walks around the building. And he's not anyone. He's not anyone different than you or I, other than the fact that he has 5 series certificates, and he literally is a genius when it comes to investing. So why can't he just be a genius in the dark like most quants are? You know, like most people that work for investment firms. He used to. He put himself out there, and that kind of got him into the trouble he's in today. And the trouble he's in today is that he is extremely influential, and he has to learn how to harness that power. You know, Ryan has that same issue. And people that come out here and say, Ryan left you hanging on Bed Bath & Beyond, like shit like that, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. He filed with the SEC. He told everybody he was going to sell before he sold. And when he sold, that's when the majority of content creators and snakes and Bed Bath & Beyond and little I don't even know groupies came out there and followed the stock and said, we're buying in, because somebody lied to them and told them that he was there. He's not there. He left knowingly and happily. Then he did an interview just to appease people and tell them, I sold. And that still wasn't good enough. So if you lost money on Bed Bath & Beyond or if you followed it, that's on your own damn fault, man. But you couldn't trick me. A kid named PP Seeds and a guy named ABC coming out here talking, they can't move me. They don't motivate me. It's like I told you about this guy I was just talking to on the mic, right, on Discord. This guy, Phil, he could talk about GameStop. And if he wanted to talk about GameStop and talk to me like a person, then we would have a conversation. He talked to me like a script. Like we're acting, like we have a dialogue and we're supposed to play it off. And I'll break your script. I'll break it in half because my facts and the fundamentals of the company and the investment and the damn dedication to the stock. He doesn't know. He doesn't know in 2006 they did $3 billion worth of sales and were profitable. $3 billion with more stores. Yet no one on Wall Street was calling for their heads and saying they're going bankrupt. And yet they had no cash and they had all the debt in the world. Now they have no cash, they have no debt, all the cash in the world, and they're still doing great numbers. But no one will let you know that other than us. Refill. Honey, I'm going to finish this one off. It's not a refill yet. No. All right. So, great question, though, Carlos. If you really want to take it serious with me, Carlos, I'm down right now. The Discord is pinned to the top of the chat. Click on it. Come on in. Let's have a conversation since you're not a huge believer in GameStop. And we'll have that conversation. Okay. I'm a turtle? I'm taking my time. I'm talking here. Yeah, we're lucky to even get one tweet from him. I agree with that, Stunk. I really do. But you know what? He's not the only person. And I tell you this, guys. I've been a GameStop content creator, longer than anyone on YouTube. And I've been doing it the longest. And it's been a journey to meet people. And it's been this slow walk. But there's no one out there. There's no one out there because the suppression, the shadow ban, the attacks on my family, on myself, professionally, all this stuff, personally, where they're emailing you or they're texting you or they're following you around with cameras. Like, I know you guys don't feel the pressure. I want to make a confession of some of you guys. You guys know that I've been in the military, and I've always protected my family with these two hands. But I said to myself, nah, I got to get cameras, I got to get deadbolts, I got to get firearms, I got to get everything because people were literally attacking me. And I said, why? I just have a YouTube channel, I just talk, and I give out great info. Like educational pieces like Connect the Dots. If you guys haven't watched it, go watch the playlist called Connect the Dots. It's unbelievable. 78 parts, if not 79, depending on how many episodes you watch of this show. But you can put all the pieces together in the world and you're severely educated, right? You watch the show. Free education. And I have people showing up and following me around and recording me while I do routine things in life. And I'm just a small channel. And I'm just a small person. Can you imagine what Roaring Kitty's going through? Keith Gill? He's got the news stations outside of his house. They're following him and his wife. They want to know the story on his sister. They want to know his brother. They want to know the whole thing. Me, I'm just like, I got random dudes recording me incognito. It's sick. The Ray-Bans suck. Yeah. If I tell you about the Ray-Bans. Hey, I've seen those hands put in work. Oh, E-Money. You talking about the Wreck-It Ralphs? It's all good, bro. They don't want that smoke. But yeah. Like once, twice, probably not. At least 50. Yeah. Yeah, no. E-Money's talking about me fighting. Yeah, back in the day, Reek and I were pretty warriors. Just not anymore, bro. I'm too old for it. I don't want to do it. I just want to protect my family and myself. So, the Canadian website is still using the Edge member cards. Cool. I'm waiting for GameStop to revamp their Canadian website so I can become a pro member and get my $5 off of credit to start a collection. We don't even have the new products and the new trading cards. Ozzy, as you know, GameStop is focusing domestically on GameStop domestic stores first. Do you think Ryan Cohen will eventually change the business entirely and get out of the current business model? Some say GameStop will not make it long term. Carlos, GameStop will make it long term. I think I proved that already to you. 30% of GameStop's revenue is from software. 70% is consoles and accessories, and then the additional is collectibles. Here's the thing. That ratio is going to switch. Collectibles are going to go huge because cards are considered collectibles. Do you know what's about to happen? It's about to get crazy. It's about to get wild out here. And when it does, you'll know. But, they're doing transition. Those are scary moments for sure. Been there for that too. Oh, for me throwing hands, babe? Yeah, I know. It's okay. Messed up, it's crazy. I wouldn't F with Marantz. Twiggy nips, it's all good. Messed up, it's crazy. Because you're right. Yeah, that's another thing. Every time the channel gets into a funk and people are attacking and all that stuff, just so you guys are aware, I'll take it right on the chin. Like literally, I am a huge pillow. They're just gonna punch the pillow and it's just not gonna hurt, right? I'm just gonna let it go. But let me take the brunt of it, honestly, so you guys don't have to. But yeah, I think that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, because I can handle it. And my wife will tell you that I'm stressed out at times because she see me, how I worry and how I react to things. And my wife is so awesome today. She texted me and she said, baby, you're going to be great. Just have a great day. Don't worry about anything. Just cruise, go to work, come home, and let's do it again, whatever. And she's absolutely right. I need to not let things, whatever happens will happen. And God has a plan for us, for me, for you, for us. And then I'm just going to live in it. That's it. Yo, let's get a childhood story. A childhood story. Oh, this dude, man. E-Money, a childhood. You want a real story, E? I'll give you a story. Oh, God, you guys want a story? Check this shit out. Okay, here's a real story. And it's about E-Money here in the chat, my man E. I've known E since I was 8 years old. I met him when I was 8 years old. He lived across the street from me, and directly. And then when I went to the Army, and my dad moved, and my dad got a brand new house, who moved in next door to my house? To my dad? E, and his parents. They've been my neighbors my whole life. We've had the same neighbors our whole life. No matter what neighborhood you live in. When I got my own apartment, and me and my wife got our own apartment, we were living. Who was our neighbor? Who was in the same apartments next to us? E. He lived next door to us. No, you're going to be involved in this kid's story, in this childhood story right now. So here's a story about E-Money, my man, who I've given so much credit to. You guys know this. I spoke on this. This is why it means so much to me. My friend, my lifelong friend, was born in Mexico. He's not from America. And growing up, we'd be playing football in the street, and they literally would go, La migra, and everybody would run. And my brother and I would be like, why are you guys running? What the hell are they running for? They would run back into the house. They're hiding from the Border Patrol, right? And because they're not legal. And I was like, this is wild shit, I was like, this is crazy. So I'm going to the Army, and and I come back, and I meet, and I see E, and I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? And he's like, hey, bro, I just want to tell you, I got my citizenship. I passed the test. I took the test. I'm here legally. And it meant a lot. It meant a lot for me as a friend, because I was going to the Army, and I was like protecting this country. And when you see all these supposed terrorists or anyone coming into the country, you're always worried about who they were, and you didn't want your buddy to get recognized like that. So, watch him take his citizenship so seriously. It gave me like this American spirit. I was like, yo, I'm proud to be an American, because if my best friend can get his citizenship and he's recognized as if you met him, you would never know he's from Mexico. Other than the fact he has a tattoo that says Zacatecas on his damn hand, you wouldn't know about it. You would be like, yo, this dude's from America. He's like a normal dude. Great English, great presence, just who he is, and his beautiful family. Shout out to Lil J, by the way. But here's the story, okay? This is the true story. I'm in 5th grade, and I've never been able to play organized sports because we can't afford it. My dad, we don't have the money for it. But my brother and I were really good athletes. We knew we were good athletes, but we didn't know how to train and play the sports the way we did. Now, mind you, we played with individuals who went to the NFL. I played against guys who went to the NBA. I played against guys who went to major leagues in baseball. I've played against great athletes my whole life. And how did we fare, right? We were great. We were good. I'm on a basketball team. It's 5th grade. And the gym had just got built right at the end of our neighborhood. What are the chances? We used to play in our neighborhood every night, and there was like 20 kids. And it's HUD homes. There's kids. There's Eric and his sister. There's Daniel and his sister. There's 3 girls on the right of me, 3 girls on the left of me. There's another 3. There's DJ. There's Carlos and David. There's Will. There's another dude named Tim. I got me, Rico, Tony, Davina. You got us. You got E. You got his brother, Lalo. I mean, the neighborhood's packed. You got Monkey Manuel at the top, at the bottom. You got Chris. The neighborhood just got everybody. We knew everybody. We're all different ages and different sizes and whatever. We'd all go play football. We'd all go play basketball. We'd all go play ditch. The gym just got built at the end of our block, a big-ass recreation center. And I'm like, yo. And my dad was so pumped. My dad's like, hey, look, they got the rec and the youth basketball. Me and my brother go, man, we don't play basketball. Play football, Dad. He said, you don't play basketball. I was the best player on the team. I could ball. So I played basketball. I wasn't great. I was good. I wasn't great. Oh my God, I saw a monkey today. Forgot to tell you. Oh, thanks, babe. There you go. He's still around the neighborhood. So we go to this gym. We go to the rec. And mind you, I got my first job at the rec, at this same rec. My aunt still works for the rec today. She's actual CFO, and the whole Shell Valley Recreation Park districts. So we're in 5th grade, and there's this kid on the team who is 10 years old, and he's 5'7". He's a grown-ass man. Right? 10 years old, 5'7", grows up to be a huge human. And my dad is not the coach yet. My dad is the assistant coach because our coach doesn't want to show up. So naturally, my dad takes over. He's going to coach. And we don't have enough players to play that night. We're short. And Money's right there on the sideline. E-Money's on the sideline. And mind you, my buddy E is technically 2 years older than me. He's not in 5th grade. He's in 7th grade. But he's not as big as that other kid, so he could play with us. So we didn't have enough dudes, so they put the jersey on E. And E's got skills. E's out there 7th grade dancing, bro. Just dropping dimes on cats and hitting threes. And we're winning. We still got second place. We didn't get first. We got second that year against that big-ass dude who ended up being a really good basketball player. But that's a true story that my buddy, we developed a bond at a young age. And destination wedding in Florida for Rico with his wedding, E went with us. Right? Everything in life, my man's been here next to us. We don't have to see each other every day. We don't have to talk every day. But we have that friendship for life. And that's my absolute best friend growing up. And he's still around, and we still see each other at least about once a week. But that's money. You want a story? E on my basketball team. Not on my basketball team, but playing in the games. So, yeah, that's that friend. And give him a shout out when you guys see him. He's been a humble human for a long time. So love the man. Anyway, back to the story, back to the chat. I don't know if he still lives with his parents. I don't know what's going down with that. Yo, Almo, Marantz looking for you. Is Almo here? Almo. Hey, Almo, I'm going to take a break because I got to fill up my drink, okay? Well, I'm going to play a song for Almo. I've been waiting for him, bro. Almo, I found this hot-ass track, bro. I've never heard it before, but I found a hot-ass track. I was like, yo, what is this? You know what it was? The song had, and I'm not going to show the video because I think the video is too aggressive, but the song had a sample of the Fairy Odd Parents. I said, what the hell is this about little Timmy? But the song is, oh my, bro, if you want to watch the video, go ahead. It's called Making. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Those songs are shout out to my boy Almo, laying in the cut, waking me up every night, getting it right. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you and the alarm clock that you are for me and my family. Boy, does my wife hate it. She said, the phone is ringing. I said, yeah, mama, that's Almo. Shh, we got to get up, get on up on the scene like a sex machine. like a gangster lean. There we go. Yeah, brutal win. I definitely agree, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. We still have the Discord open. It's pinned to the top of the chat, guys. I'm going to allow you to ask me any questions if you want to. We're going to go over some of these charts and how I feel about them. But I'm going to be getting up out of here, guys. It's already 9 o'clock. I want to take the wife out. I want to do something. Do a little something strange. A little something change. I don't know. We're being great. Look at this chart. Look at this, bros. Sidestepping. Went from 18 to 19 to 20 to 22. Oh, my God. I thought you knew. About to break out. Guys, and when this stock breaks out, and it really happens in front of you, I'm going to be the guy to tell you, I told you so. That's it, because it's going to happen. And I say it's going to happen on my birthday, okay? And you guys can think I'm wrong all you want. I don't think I'm wrong. I really don't. But when it happens, just remember I told you, okay? Now, do you have any questions for me before I got to get going? Because my wife just brought me another drink, and you know what I do now? At this point, when I'm drinking like this and I'm feeling good about myself, Almo, Stacks, my boys, the hot, don't try to break me off of this, okay? I'm having a good one. Passed me up a long time ago.
At the tone, the time will be 8:59 and 10 seconds.
9 o'clock in the morning, yes, I got dressed. Thought about my girl with the big fat breast. So I called her up and asked, could I see her today? She said, okay, so I said, I'll see you, Shantae. Hung up the phone, then I threw on my clothes. I pulled some tissue off the road, blow the boogers out my nose. Put on my chain and my boots and things. About to step out the house and heard the telephone ring. I grabbed the telephone just to see what was up. She said, give me the place and time and we could hook up. I said, okay then, why don't you meet me in the park at 4:45, cause at 6 it get dark. She said she didn't mind, okay, it's on. So I grabbed my Scandalous jacket, then I hung up the phone. I stepped out the house, smiling and grinning, saying to myself, hot damn, I'm winning. Oh, what shall I do? Sitting in the park, waiting for you. Oh, what shall I do? Shall I slap the trick until a tramp is through?
Hold up, y'all. This boy said, oh, thank you so much. I can't wait till your daughter gets here, J-Dubs. But this boy said, Marantz, you really into this? F me. You really into this shit? Like Twiggy Nips. Bro, I'm from the West Coast. We listen to music a little different over here, bro. Let me cut the track real quick, all right? Listen to me, son. I was born and raised in the world of West Coast rap. It's the real shit. You just turn it on, and you want to have a party. Okay, look at this. Imagine you're at a party, okay? You're right there, you're at a party, and a song comes on. Your whole body moves. You could think you like YMCA. You could think you like Celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. No, not even close. If you're the son of a DJ, you know every song that comes on. You know the song to play to get everybody on the dance floor. And if you're doing West Coast rap, there's not another song in the world that you're going to play other than the song I'm about to play for you. You hear this song come on, the world changes. Remember I told you, it's GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. There's two of us out here, right? And then you get that one guy who walks up and goes, hey man, play this song. And then you're like, bro, that song's not going to go with what we're doing right now. Like, we're literally out here dancing. We're having a good time. And you're like, no, man, I ain't going to play that song, bro. Like, and they go, like, no, man, I really want to hear this song. It's me and my girl's song, bro. It's our song. I'm like, you guys got a disgruntled relationship? What the hell's going on? But it's okay. I'll play it. It's all right. I know how it all works. I've been there, I guess. Don't stop. I got one more song for you guys. It's from my boy. You don't know. I could play Jaheim, but I'm not going to play Jaheim. Let's go. Get at me. In the land, they said, that's enough of you, Marantz. We're going to shut you down. So shout out to YouTube finding me. you guys know I don't care about the monetization of the ads and all that shit. I'm sorry that you got to watch the ads while I'm playing music. I'm just having a good night. I'm having a good time. I'm gonna play a song on the way out the door. Hopefully YouTube doesn't shut down the channel. They're ready to detect me, to get at me. Hey Carter, this is a song for my wife. It's on the way out the door. Of course, we're getting ready. We're going out tonight. I just want to tell you guys, be safe, be blessed, love the stock, love yourself, love your fam. Wifey's almost ready. What happened, Mom? I said the song's for you.
The 21st song?
The 21st, baby. I don't care if it's the 100th song.
One more song.
I said one more song, one more song. It's always like, you ever had a DJ and you go, hey man, can you stay and play more songs? Hey bro, the party's not over till I walked in, and probably don't leave until the thing ends. And in between time and all the other times, all I'm gonna say, I'm gonna play my song, you play mine, whatever. Baby, I love you. I need one more drink and I'm ready to go. Can I get one more? I'm gonna play this one song for you, Mom. All right, guys, it's for my wife. I'm just trying to give her some advice. And for you guys, I love you guys so much. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Thank you so much, millionaires. We got this.